We finally get a new Ellie Goulding album this week after 5 years of waiting. Ellie, where you been? I'm Adam Wilde and welcome to Wilde Top 5, and this week we're gonna count down the 5 top Ellie Goulding songs so far because we don't know what this new album has in store. Could be great. Want you to leave your favorite Ellie Goulding song in the comments, even if it didn't make the list, and we're gonna start at number 5, which is Close to Me. Okay, so just because we haven't had a new album in a few years doesn't mean we haven't had some new songs along the way, and this one was huge. So they released this song in April last year, and then it stayed on the charts for 25 weeks, and if you're keeping track at home, 6 months. It's a long time. And she said the whole reason she wrote it was because the world was just too stressful. Imagine in 2019 thinking the world was too stressful. She said, it's so nice to just go back to writing a song about a turbulent, probably doomed relationship, just somebody to forget the world with. And speaking of amazing DJs to team up with, number 4 with Calvin Harris, I Need Your Love. Okay, so this is gonna make you feel really old. Can you guess how old this song is? Came out in 2013. It's 7 years old already. Yeah, Ellie still had her old swipe over haircut. Simpler times. Ellie was on a hot streak at the time. She was everywhere, life was crazy, and this song almost didn't get released. Ellie said at the time, we wrote that song in his flat about a year ago now, and then it sort of got scrapped, and then we came back to it and re-recorded it, and there was a bit of confusion around that song for a bit. And you know, it's a pretty good thing they came back to it. One of her most successful songs to date. Pretty great video too. Now I wanna see if you can guess number 3. This one's tough. It's from a movie. The movie was shot with that weird twilighty gray filter. Really, really bad dialogue and some awkward sex scenes. From the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack, it's Love Me Like You Do at number 3. Let's be honest here, the song is way better than the movie, and it spent 34 weeks on the charts, which has gotta be about 33 weeks longer than the movie spent in theaters. And this isn't the first song of Ellie's featured in a movie. She actually wasn't sure that she even wanted to do this because at this point, she'd already been featured in The Hunger Games, Twilight, and the Divergent series. But they played her the song, she said, I love that song, and they're like, come on, you gotta be a part of this. Boom, it's her 3rd biggest song to date. So we've already mentioned that it's been way too long since Ellie put out music. This song, 7 years old already, and again, you're gonna be like, what? How? Coming in at number 2, Burn. She wrote this song with Ryan Tedder from One Republic, but it actually wasn't meant for her at all. They wrote it for Leona Lewis. Do you remember her? But Leona left it off her album because it wasn't ballady enough. Crazy. So then Ellie recorded it, it sat on a hard drive for a year, and Ryan Tedder finally pushed his label to release it, and the rest is history. It's the 2nd biggest charting song Ellie has ever done, which brings us to number 1. And the top Ellie Goulding song of all time so far is the first song that broke her worldwide. This is Lice. Now for most of us, this was the first song where we were like, who is that? Who's Ellie Goulding? I mean, the hipsters among us, they knew who Ellie Goulding was. But this song put Ellie on the world map, and it's still her most successful song to date. Peaked at number 2 on the charts and stayed for 57 weeks. That means it was released in August, and by next August, it was still on the charts and would be for a few more weeks. That's a crazy, crazy long time. Now, as I've said, this is her most successful song so far. Maybe something from Brightest Blue is bigger. Maybe when this album comes out and we hear what's on it, next year at this time, we're still playing the same song from it. We'll see. And like I said before, throw the charts out the window for a second. Leave your favorite Ellie Goulding song, what you think is her best song so far, in the comments. Can't wait for that new album to come out. And when we come back next week, I'm gonna have a top 5 for you from a pretty new artist. Has had some hits, but he's already starring in movies, and he's apparently dating an A-list celebrity too. Can you guess who it is? Until then, I'm Adam Wilde. This is Wilde Top 5, and I'll see you on Virgin Mornings with Adam Wilde, TJ, and Jax every weekday morning on Virgin Radio.